Luc de Cherry was a learned French Benedictine of the Congregation of Saint Maur, a specialist in the study and publication of medieval manuscripts. Life. De Cherry was born at Saint-Quentin in Picardy. He entered the Order of Saint Benedict at an early age and was professed at the Trinity Abbey, Vendôme, on 4 October 1632, but his health soon obliged him to remove to Paris. He became a member of the monastery of Saint Germain des Prés in 1637, which in nearly 50 years he scarcely ever left, and he died there aged about 75. As librarian of the monastery, he was soon acquainted with its rich treasures of medieval history and theology. By a continuous correspondence with other monasteries, both in and out of France, he made himself a bibliographical authority of the first rank, especially in all that pertained to the unedited or forgotten writings of medieval scholars. Works. His first important work was an edition of the Epistle of Barnabas, whose Greek text had been prepared for the press before his death, by the Morist Hugo Monardis. De Cherry's Asceticorum Vulgo Spiritualium Opusculorum Undiculus served as a guide to his colleague, Claude Chanteloup, in the preparation of the 5 volumes of his Bibliotheca Patrum Ascetica. In 1648 he published all the works of Blessed Lanfranc of Canterbury. He published and edited for the first time the works of Abbot Guibert of Nogent with an appendix of minor writings of an ecclesiastical character. In 1656 he edited the Regula Solitaria of the 9th century priest Grim Laicus, a spiritual guide for hermits. His principal work, however, is the famous Spice Elegium, Sive Collectia Veterum Aliquot Scriptorum qui in Galliae Bibliothursis. Maxime Benedictinorum, Latourde, continued by Ballouz and Martin, to whom we owe an enlarged and improved edition. De Cherry collected the historical materials for the Acta Ordinis S. Benedicta, but Mabillon added so much to it in the way of prefaces, notes, and excursus, that it is justly accounted as his work. De Cherry was the soul of the Morist movement, and a type of the medieval Benedictine, humble and self-sacrificing, virtuous and learned. Despite continued illness he was foremost in all the labours of the French Benedictines of Saint Maur, and was the master of many of the most illustrious among them, e.g. Mabillon. His valuable correspondence is preserved in the Bibliothèque Nationale at Paris.